very famous guy. This is guy last 10-15 years will be champion and very dangerous opponent because.
Go through the shortcuts, but I'm here, baby. We're working. Look at these legs right here. Working, baby. Working.
I think that we could now see Oleksandr Usyk out of nowhere fighting Andy Ruiz Jr.
Right.
This is the now rumours that are circulating.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting fight. I think that, you know, Oleksandr would be way too slick for him, but you know, this is how the heavyweight landscape changes.
That's what I'm hearing as well, that it could well be Andy Ruiz. They've got the coffers, they've got the ability to pay the purse that he's needed. And again, it's a massive signing from if they...
I'm all for Andy Ruiz coming back and fighting. All for it. Because I do want to see him fight. I do think there's I've always kind of chucked his name out there. Like, I wouldn't mind... There was a time I was like, okay, you know what, AJ Ruiz? I don't mind that trilogy. I want him to come back. But there's no way he deserves to jump the queue and fight Oleksandr Usyk. No way. When there's at least 10 guys in front of him. I was going to say more. There are probably more, but he's got more name and star power as a former unified heavyweight champion. But no. I'm sorry. Like, no. I mean, Oleksandr Usyk and his team need to kind of reevaluate what's going on. I don't know if this is a Zuffa thing. I don't know if that's the fight they gave to him. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about Oleksandr Usyk meeting with Dana White and maybe them sort of getting a deal together. And maybe that was one of the fights they had. Like, okay, we can get you Andy Ruiz. Do you like that, Usyk? And Usyk's probably, okay, you know, what's the check, right? I mean, what's the number? The number, okay, I'll fight him.
Oleksandr Usyk has officially called out Andy Ruiz Jr. for a high-stakes fight, making it clear this is no farewell exhibition. Usyk's warning signals a relentless and strategic approach in the ring, putting Ruiz under immediate pressure to respond, while fans speculate how the Mexican-American fighter will handle Usyk's precision and discipline.
Size doesn't matter. If size matter, king of animal would be elephant.
And that's why your nickname is the cat.
Я дуже сильно... Yes, I'm cat. But cat is very, very dangerous animals. Lion, it's 2 cat. Tiger, 2 cat. Just big.
Oleksandr Usyk openly reflects on his own standards, calling himself his toughest opponent, showing unmatched self-discipline and confidence. This mindset sets the tone for the fight with Andy Ruiz Jr., highlighting that Usyk will approach every round with precision and caution. Ruiz now faces a champion who knows how to punish even the smallest mistakes.
You have said my most difficult opponent is me.
Yes, correct. It's me.
Why?
Як буде шанси?
Chances.
Chances 50-50. Chances 50-50, but I win all time. Because my second Oleksandr, not weight, you know, not big. It's a small guy, but every time step, not do. It's hard. I cannot. You cannot. I can.
Derek Chisora confirms that Oleksandr Usyk is set to face Andy Ruiz Jr. this year, turning speculation into reality. The announcement ramps up anticipation as fans begin analyzing how Usyk's precise technique and ring IQ will match up against Ruiz's size and power. This is shaping up to be a strategic and physically demanding clash.
Usyk is fighting, Ruiz in Vegas.
Ade Oladipo explains that Oleksandr Usyk is clearly aiming for an American showdown, leaving Andy Ruiz Jr. as the primary candidate. This puts Ruiz in a spotlight where every preparation detail matters. Fans now anticipate a clash between Usyk's technical brilliance and Ruiz's power, making this not just a fight, but a calculated test of skills, strategy, and mental toughness under pressure in a high-profile American setting.
Talk Sport. I don't know if you guys were listening to it. It was on with White and Jordan. And he basically said, Usyk's fighting Ruiz. That's what he said. You know, Chisora has no filter. Probably shouldn't be saying these things, right? I mean, but Chisora is Chisora. He will say what he wants. And he said it. This isn't me trying to make up a rumor. I just typed it in. I didn't find anything. I'm only going off what Chisora said. Chisora said Usyk is going to fight Andy Ruiz. Usyk wants that fight in America. I mean, that's widely known. There are only a handful of American fighters he could fight. Jarrell Miller is fighting on the Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez cards. He's not fighting Jarrell Miller. He's now not fighting Deontay Wilder. Jared Anderson's fighting soon as well. He's not fighting Jared Anderson. There's only one other, and that is Andy Ruiz Jr. If he wants that American fight, which he seems so desperate to want, don't know why, but he seems so desperate to want it, then maybe you do need an American opponent to sell it. And now they've maybe gone down the list and, okay, Andy Ruiz, what's he doing?
Oleksandr Usyk keeps his focus razor sharp, revealing that his strategy is simple: win. By downplaying concerns about cuts or weaknesses, Usyk projects confidence and mental resilience that Andy Ruiz Jr. must contend with. This mindset suggests Usyk will control distance, dictate pace, and punish any overcommitment, turning what could be minor vulnerabilities into tactical advantages, emphasizing that Ruiz faces more than size and power. He faces a calculated and relentless champion.
Listen, my strategy is win. Enough.
But do you see the cut as a weakness? Can you answer that?
I don't know.
Gareth A. Davis emphasizes that Oleksandr Usyk is a major asset for promoters, with backing from top figures like Dana White and Turki Al-Sheikh. This strengthens the fight's profile, making a clash with Andy Ruiz Jr. not only a competitive bout, but a commercially significant event. Usyk's skill and reputation, combined with heavyweight promotional power, ensures this fight will be high stakes, globally watched, and pivotal for both fighters' legacies.
About that, Oleksandr Usyk, can Zuffa Boxing sign him in your view? And what a big coup that would be if they managed to do so. Where do we think he's going this year?
Yeah, I think that they can sign him because of the powerhouse that's behind Zuffa Boxing, and that's Turki Al-Sheikh. Dana White, you know, he's a big powerhouse himself, and he's trying to establish himself in the boxing game, which is good for boxing. It's healthy for boxing, you know. It's good to have these big characters in there, and we know that Turki Al-Sheikh is behind that, is backing that as well. So I think they're going to be main players in the sport for sure.
Oleksandr Usyk's simple question, "Are you ready?" cuts deeper than it seems, signaling his psychological dominance even before the bell rings. By posing the challenge directly, Usyk asserts control, putting Andy Ruiz Jr. on the defensive mentally. This moment shows that the Ukrainian champion is not just preparing physically, but also setting the tone for the fight. Ruiz now faces a man who is calm, disciplined, and used to dictating every aspect of a fight. Usyk's readiness to engage mentally may force Ruiz to react emotionally, leaving openings for Usyk to exploit. This is a prelude to a fight where every second, every feint, and every adjustment will matter more than raw power alone.
Contender, are you ready?
Andy Ruiz Jr. is making it clear that he is prepared for any challenge, but his focus on previous opponents highlights his need to prove relevance before facing Oleksandr Usyk. While Ruiz talks about staying ready and avoiding shortcuts, the pressure of facing a disciplined, undefeated strategist like Usyk is enormous. Ruiz must translate his size and power into measured, intelligent attacks, as Usyk's technical mastery and precision could easily neutralize impulsive aggression. Fans are left wondering whether Ruiz's bravado will translate to tactical efficiency or if Usyk will exploit every opening to maintain control from the first round.
Yo, everybody's asking, when am I fighting? When am I gonna fight? Why don't I fight Wilder? Nobody wants to fight. I'm staying ready, baby. Tell Joshua, let's do the trilogy. Tell Wilder, I'm ready. Make me another contract. Usyk, Tyson Fury, everybody wants to go through the shortcuts. But I'm here, baby. We're working. Look at these legs right here. Working, baby. Working.
Eddie Hearn reflects on the high stakes of the heavyweight division, emphasizing that decisions matter, but so does preparation and strategy. For Oleksandr Usyk versus Andy Ruiz Jr., this underscores how crucial tactical intelligence is. Ruiz may rely on power, but Usyk's ability to control rounds, exploit mistakes, and adapt under pressure means that the fight's outcome will hinge on who executes their plan most effectively. Every jab, footwork adjustment, and feint will be critical, making it not just a test of strength, but a chess match at heavyweight level, with both legacy and public perception on the line.
Well, and if we got the decision, I don't think it would have been a bad decision, but hand on heart.
Aid Audiola Depot praises Oleksandr Usyk's fearless attitude, highlighting how he travels anywhere to take on the challenge. This mentality will test Andy Ruiz Jr., who must face a fighter willing to dominate any environment, exploit every weakness, and remain calm under pressure. Usyk's consistency and adaptability make him unpredictable and difficult to counter. Ruiz now has to match not just skill, but mental toughness, endurance, and strategic intelligence, making this fight a clash of preparation versus raw power. Usyk's approach demonstrates that readiness, experience, and mental control could ultimately decide the outcome more than aggression alone.
You know, I find it quite difficult doing this because Oleksandr Usyk's incredible, and he has had an incredible career, and he literally has had this attitude of have gloves, we'll travel. Go into anyone's backyard. Like, fuck you, where you want to fight? I'm coming. And I think he's just been a breath of fresh air for the sport of boxing. Everything about him, I've sat with him, I've interviewed him so many times, right? He is phenomenal. I just don't like I've always, again, I think I said this either with the video I did the other day, or with G-Man, or with a guy called Henry. He's always been the, all right, next man up guy. Like, who's next? I'll fight him. And I don't like the idea of there being two guys waiting in the wings who deserve the opportunity, not getting it. I don't want him to vacate a belt and they get a belt. I just want them to fight Usyk. You know, these two guys obviously are Fabio Wardley and Agit Cabello. They're both deserving of an Usyk shot. Wardley because of what he did against Joseph Parker, Cabello because he's unbeaten, he's on a run in his WBC interim. These guys are deserving. And we're hearing Wilder and Ruiz? What's this, 10 years ago? Like, what are we doing? I don't know. I don't know if
Reports confirm that the upcoming fight between Oleksandr Usyk and Andy Ruiz Jr. is a massive heavyweight showdown. Usyk, the undisputed champion, will defend his titles against a former unified champion, Ruiz, creating a clash of experience, technique, and raw power. This matchup makes sense stylistically, with Usyk's precision and agility set against Ruiz's size and punching strength. Fans can expect high drama, strategic exchanges, and explosive moments. Every round could shape legacies, with Usyk aiming to cement dominance and Ruiz seeking a career-defining victory that shocks the boxing world.
Another heavyweight matchup banger here in the making. And this fight makes a lot of sense. Now, both fighters became a 3-belt holder, unified champion, after beating Anthony Joshua. One of these fighters still holds 3 of those titles. And that's the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk versus Andy Ruiz.
Red Corner Boxing highlights that Andy Ruiz Jr. is the frontrunner to face Oleksandr Usyk, making it official that this fight is shaping up to be more than speculation. With Sergey Lapin confirming Ruiz's team is in talks, the narrative shifts from rumors to reality, and fans are already dissecting how Usyk will approach a fighter known for size and power rather than technical finesse. Oleksandr Usyk thrives on exploiting mistakes, controlling distance, and dictating tempo, which will put immense pressure on Ruiz to adapt quickly. This is not just a test of physical strength, but mental fortitude, ring intelligence, and strategy execution. Every jab, feint, and adjustment matters because Usyk will punish any lapse instantly. Ruiz must overcome not only the skill and precision of the Ukrainian champion, but also the psychological weight of stepping into a fight with a proven tactical mastermind. The stakes are high, and this is a defining moment for both fighters' legacies.
Yes, guys, it's Red Corner Boxing here. So apparently, Andy Ruiz Jr. is being considered for the Usyk fight according to his team director Sergey Lapin. They're also considering Ajit Kabayel. Now Wilder's got his fight. He's looking for a new opponent. Who do you think it'll be?
Reports raise a critical point about the matchup between Oleksandr Usyk and Andy Ruiz Jr. While Ruiz is a legitimate former champion and can hit hard, his recent fights lack the level of challenge that Usyk has consistently faced. Usyk, undefeated and precise, has dismantled world-class heavyweights like Anthony Joshua and Derek Chisora with surgical skill, demonstrating power, endurance, and tactical brilliance. Ruiz will have to contend not only with Usyk's speed and technique, but also his mental preparation, ring IQ, and ability to exploit any weakness instantly. Unlike fighters who rely mainly on knockout power, Usyk combines strategy with movement, forcing opponents to fight his fight rather than theirs. This could expose Andy Ruiz Jr. if he attempts to impose size over skill. Fans are left questioning whether Ruiz can adapt to a high-level chess match inside the ring, or if Usyk will methodically dominate every round. This is shaping up as a technical and psychological battle, where legacy and precision matter more than sheer strength alone.
So guys, this donut here, right here, is telling me he doesn't want to fight Deontay Wilder. Like, bro, you've beat all the heavy hitters in the UK. Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua, Derek Chisora, Tyson Fury. I can't even count. I don't even. Like, bro, you should have went to go and fight Deontay Wilder, and now you're gonna go and fight Andy Ruiz. And I'm not saying that Andy Ruiz is not a hard hitter and he's not someone of Oleksandr Usyk's level. What I am saying is, who has Andy Ruiz fought in his last 5 fights? Andy Ruiz, no offense to him and his boxing credibility, but I do not think that Andy Ruiz has the power to actually knock out Oleksandr Usyk. I don't at all. You know what I mean? He's not really a knockout artist. When you have a look at Deontay Wilder and look at the fights, the devastating fights, he's knocked out people like, you know what I mean, made people go to bed. You know what I mean? He's made people do the sleepy over there, the sleepy whippy. You know what I mean? He's made people dream in the ring.
The upcoming clash between Oleksandr Usyk and Andy Ruiz Jr. is more than just another heavyweight fight. It is a test of legacy, skill, and mental fortitude. Oleksandr Usyk enters the ring with a combination of speed, precision, and tactical intelligence that has dismantled every top-level opponent he has faced, forcing them to fight on his terms. Andy Ruiz Jr. brings power and size, but questions remain about his ability to handle Usyk's movement and adaptability over 12 rounds. If Oleksandr Usyk wins, it will solidify his status as one of the greatest heavyweights of his era, proving that technical mastery and ring IQ can overcome raw strength. If Andy Ruiz Jr. shocks the world with a victory, it would be a career-defining moment, proving resilience and power can prevail even against a calculating champion. Fans must watch not only the punches thrown, but the mental battle unfolding, as Usyk seeks to control every moment and Ruiz tries to impose his will. Who wants it more? Who is mentally tougher? This fight will reveal everything, and you need to be part of the conversation. So comment below and let us know who you think will dominate the ring, Oleksandr Usyk or Andy Ruiz Jr.